Sound Partners 1, Lesson 62. Point to each letter pair and say the sound. The AY letter pair sounds like the letter name A and is usually seen at the end of a word. A, like in the word hay. Ready? A, hay. All, salt. Ow, clown. R, car. A, hay. Oo, screw. A, hay. All, salt. R, car. Ow, clown. All, salt. A, hay. Oo, screw. Now write the letter pair that makes the sound that you hear. Here's the first sound.
All.
Number 2.
Ow.
Number 3.
R.
Number 4.
A.
And number 5.
Oo.
Now let's check. The first sound that you heard was all, made by the letter pair AL. The next sound, ow, it could be made by the letter pair OW or the letter pair OU. Number 3, R, AR. Number 4 is the new letter pair A, AY. And remember, if you hear this A, AY, it's usually at the end of a word, like the word hay. And the last sound, oo, can be made by EW or UE. Now let's sound these out and say them fast. Ready? Play, play. Target, target. Calm. Newest, newest. Paid, a day, payday. Stray, stray. Salty, salty. Barking, barking. Marker, marker. Highest, highest. Clay, clay. Day, time, daytime. Smart, smart. Pin, ball, pinball. Flew, flew. Now let's spell some of those words. The first word that we're going to spell is the word payday. Payday is a compound word made up of two smaller words, pay and day. Spell the word payday. Now underline the letter pairs or word parts that you know in the word payday. The next word, smart. Smart. Now underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word smart. The next word, stray. Stray. Underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word stray. The next word, flew. Flew. The bird flew into the tree. Flew. Now underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word flew. The next word, barking. The dog was barking. Barking. Now underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word barking. And the last word, marker. Marker. Please hand me the green marker. And now underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word marker. Now let's check your work. The first word was the word payday. Payday. And the letter pair AY was in each word, pay and day. The next word, smart. SMART, smart, with the letter pairs SM and AR. The next word, stray. STRAY, with the letter pairs STR and AY. The next word, flew. FLEW, with the letter pairs FL and EW. The next word, barking. BARKING, with the letter pair AR and the word part ING. And the last word, marker. MARKER, with the letter pairs AR and ER. Now let's practice reading the sight words. Ready? The new word is the word don't. It's a short way to say do not. This mark is called an apostrophe. We call these kinds of words contractions because it's taking two words and putting it together in a shortened format. The word Not has the O left out and is replaced by the apostrophe. So do not becomes don't. Ready? Let's read, spell, and read each word. Don't. DON apostrophe T, don't. Says, SAYS, says. One, ONE, one. Don't, DON apostrophe T, don't. Very, VERY, very. Have, HAVE, have. To, TWO, to. Don't, DON apostrophe T, don't. Live or live, LIVE, live or live. Says, SAYS, says. Saw, SAW, saw. Very, VERY, very. Don't, DON apostrophe T, don't. Now let's go back and reread each word. Ready? Says, one, don't. Very, have, to, don't. Live or live. Says, saw, very, don't. Now let's spell four of these words. The first word we're going to spell is the word don't. Don't is a short way to say do not. Don't. The next word, live, or it could be the word live. Live or live. The next word, have. Have. And the last word, says. Says. Now let's check your spelling. The first word was don't, our new word. DON apostrophe T, don't. The next word, live or live, LIVE, live or live. The next word, have, HAVE, have. And the last word, says, SAYS, says. Now let's practice reading these sentences. I'll give you just a moment to practice by yourself first. Now let's practice together. Ready? Don't you know what time it is? Now that's a question, so let's make sure that our voice reflects that. Ready? Let's reread that sentence. Don't you know what time it is? K. Kay wants us to be at her house by 2. She's counting on us to be there. She's counting on us to be there. Now let's put it all together. Ready? Don't you know what time it is? Kay wants us to be at her house by 2. She's counting on us to be there. Long words are easy to read when we break them up into smaller words. All of these words are compound words. They are made up of smaller words. Cover the end of the word, read the first part, and then read the whole word. Let's try it with the first word. Ready? A, hey, I'd, ride, hayride. A, day, light, light, daylight. All, hall, way, hallway. Any, one, anyone. A, may, day, mayday. In, pin, ball, pinball. Over, do, overdue. Drive, way, driveway. Now let's practice the magic E rule. If a word has an E at the end, the middle vowel says its name and the E is quiet. Use the rule to read these words. E at the end, the vowel says its name, aim, frame. E at the end, the O says its name, oak, broke. No E on the end, the vowel says its sound, ack, back. E on the end, the vowel says its name, I'd, wide. E on the end, the vowel says its name, smile. No E on the end, the I says its sound, slim. E on the end, the vowel says its name, ache, cake. No E on the end, the vowel says its sound, track. E on the end, the vowel says its name, ike, bike. No E on the end, the vowel says its sound, trim. E on the end, the vowel says its name, date. E on the end, the vowel says its name, I'm, time. Now today we're going to read a story called Funny Bunny. Funny Bunny. Tip jumped up. Tup jumped down. Tup and Tip did stunts. Tup and Tip did stunts. Tup and Tip had fun. Lox the fox was hungry. Lox the fox was hungry. Have a turnip, Tup. Have a turnip, Tup. Have a carrot, Tip, said Lox. Have a carrot, Tip, said Lox. The fox is cunning. Cunning. The fox wants us for supper. Run, said Tup. The fox is cunning. Cunning means smart. He's tricky. But the fox ran fast. Jump up, said Tup. Tip and Tup jumped up on Lox. Lox ran, but Tup and Tip hung on. Puff, puff, puff went the fox. The fox was out of luck. At sunset, Tip and Tup had carrots and turnips for supper. The end. Now that we've decoded all of the words, let's go back to the beginning and read it through one more time. Ready? Funny bunny. Funny bunny. Tip jumped up. Tup jumped down. Tup and Tip did stunts. Tup and Tip had fun. Lox the fox was hungry. Have a turnip, Tup. Have a carrot, Tip, said Lox. The fox is cunning. The fox wants us for supper. Run, said Tup. But the fox ran fast. Jump up, said Tup. Tip and Tup jumped up on Lox. Lox ran, but Tup and Tip hung on. Puff, puff, puff went the fox. The fox was out of luck. At sunset, Tip and Tup had carrots and turnips for supper. The end. And that's the end of our lesson today.